Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there, you dork.
Jeez.
Stupid image.
Brutal.
Image is for dummies. The dumb image.
Insulting the images.
I don't care. Yeah, it's stupid. Stupid. Stupid image.
But that kitty cat's happy in the background.
Oh.
We're about to see some kitty shenanigans.
Yeah.
They're playing some game. They're playing some kind of game in the background.
Yeah, they're chasing.
That they are.
Or
That they
something.
are. Okay.
They only act up when the camera's on.
Well, because they're smart. They understand when they can get the most attention is when the camera's on.
Do they?
Of course, they know.
It's in their nature to entertain.
That popped up. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. It's a regular day for us. Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We are Rumble Pop.
Telling you whatever you can.
Yeah, it's true. Rumble Pop Live, everybody. Rumble Pop Live. We have so much excitement here. I bought a fidget spinner that's a transformer. This is what the show's going to be. It's just me fidget spinning. You can hear it.
It hasn't transformed yet.
Yeah, it hasn't transformed yet, but here's the weird thing about this one, okay? You spend all this time creating this design, and I'm not sure. It looks like it's supposed to be a burger, but there's nothing on the side. So then I was like, well, maybe it's a pizza, right? But this is the weirdest pizza I've ever seen. This pizza has slices of like oranges, whole strawberries, loaves of bread, small loaves of bread, what looks like stems of leaves, red pepper, like chili peppers, and I don't know what else, but it's the weirdest freaking thing I've ever. Like, I don't know the point of this.
It's a turtle's pizza.
It kind of is. You're not wrong.
Yeah. Was it guac and marshmallow was one of the pizza cards in the new turtle set for Magic.
Oh, for Magic? Nice. Oh, shit. And then
Yeah, they had some weird stuff on their pizzas in that show.
Here's the worst part, though. Like, when you transform it, right? You can't transform it without popping the legs off, basically. And then you take the head, and then the head is like stuck inside. So you got to turn them upside down so the head pops up. And then you got to threaten the head to stay up. And then you get the head to stay up, right? Oh, no, there it fell back down again. Stay up or else.
So did you buy this off of one of the costume performers downtown in LA, or where'd you get this?
No, I didn't.
Get it off Spider-Man?
I should have. I should have, yeah. Optimus, Rodimus Prime, actually. She gave it to me. But if you notice, the front of him like is all the gold with the little pizza like pictures and stuff on there. But then you get to his legs. And the leg, because they have to flip around in order to transform. So I don't know if you're supposed to pop these off. Like if you pop I guess if you pop the legs off, you could put them on. You know, I don't think it even matters, to be honest. You probably just pop them off and on, and there you go. And now you got the full with the leg and everything. But yeah, it's junk. It's like, I think I paid $4 for it, and yeah, this is what it does. But it spins nicely. It's a nice fidget spinner, to be honest. I don't even want to transform him anymore. I'm tired of looking at his dumb face. Stupid pizza face. But yeah, it's a fidget spinner. That's what I spent my money on, is a fidget spinner. I also spent my money on some comics, so I should probably talk about that maybe.
Yeah, do it.
Let's get to that. Okay, so this is going to be the quickest pullout. Oh, man. This is probably what you heard at prom, Bonnie. This is going to be the quickest pullout in the history of pullouts.
What the hell?
That is inappropriate. Very inappropriate to say.
That is so very inappropriate.
Bonnie was
How dare
Bonnie
you?
saved herself for many, many years.
How
Saved herself for many
dare
years.
I?
No man touched her for many years.
Kevin, you don't know that, okay? First of
I
all,
know Bonnie. I know
first
Bonnie.
of all,
I know Bonnie.
you don't know Bonnie. You
I
have to
do.
spend time with a person to get to know somebody.
I noticed since 2003.
You've worked with her, but do you really get to know somebody?
Yes.
I don't think you do.
I got
I
to
don't
know
think you
Bonnie.
do.
Bonnie is a
She's crazy.
exceptional woman. Exceptional.
It wasn't more than a couple
Thank you,
months
Kat.
ago. She's like, let's have cocaine. And I was like, Bonnie, no. Calm down.
No.
Wow.
Calm
Yeah,
down.
that's exactly what I. Those
Anyway,
sure as heck
God,
came
this isn't
straight out of
about
my
you,
mouth.
Bonnie. Stop making everything about you. This is about pulling out. Wow, which I guess is anyway. Godzilla Infinity Roar, #1 from Marvel Comics. Infinity Roar. Yes, they made this a thing. Boy, is this a big old dumb book. It's a book of dumb. Basically, Null, who for those of you that don't know, that haven't invested in the last 10 years in comic books or 15, you're not going to know who the F this dude is here. He just looks like he's a band member.
Is that
From,
Null?
like-
Is that Null?
Yeah,
no, no.
This is Null. So Null is like, he's basically the leader, the king of the symbiotes, of all the symbiote suit, creatures. He is their ruler. And he realized early on when he was watching like the Marvel Universe fight Godzilla that you can't really control Godzilla. Godzilla is like a force of nature. So he was like, well, I think it's a great idea to send in this hurricane of a creature into a planet or onto a planet and watch him decimate the shit out of the planet. And then as he's like destroying everything, the symbiotes like attach themselves to whatever's left. And then they take over that planet. And then they ship Godzilla off to the next planet. And they keep doing this. And they've done it to a bunch of planets. So, of course, the Council of Heroes, or whatever you want to call them, are worried. Basically, the Kree, the Skrulls, all those guys are all worried. And they're all having this little meeting. And they're like, what do we do? And they're like, well, we have to figure something out before the Earthlings get involved. Because you know how they always muck shit up, bless you. And then the Earthlings get involved. So apparently they sent Godzilla to a Wakandan planet because now Wakanda is its own planet, which is throwing me off. I did not know that was the thing, but it's its own planet. So he goes after a whole planet of Wakandans and pretty much battles Black Bolt, who tears the skin off of Godzilla by just telling him to eat a dick. And then Godzilla comes back even angrier, beats the shit out of Black Bolt and the rest of the Wakandans, and they take over the planet. So now they have to come up with a plan, Earthlings, to defeat Godzilla and defeat Null, and see how that works out for him. And basically it ends on the last page with the Fantastic Four saying, hey, Galactus, if they take over all the planets, there's not going to be any planets for you to eat that you're going to enjoy. And he's like, what? So that's where it ends. Is it great? No. Is it terrible? Certainly not. It is fun. It is a fun ride. I enjoyed it enough. I didn't enjoy it enough to give it high marks, though. I say it's a 6 with love and care. It's a 6 out of 10. I think it is worth a gander. It is a $6 investment, however, and that can be a lot right now because that's a gallon of gas, basically. So if you don't want to see Godzilla Infinity Roar, then don't get this book. But if you are interested in seeing how that battle with him and Galactus go down, granted, I am a couple months behind on this. I think issue 3 just came out like last week. You should check out Godzilla Infinity Roar from Marvel in cooperation with Toho Company Limited from Japan. And that's literally it, guys. That is all I read. Very busy. I tried. I got about halfway through Gaston. And I just don't care. I really... I'll read it. I'm going to get all the way through. But I just don't care. It's all about his ego and him trying to make a Kingsguard look like a dummy when he's actually the dummy. And it's very childlike, but then they keep changing the quests for him. So it then becomes quite complicated, and I don't understand who they're marketing this to. So yeah, this one, just based on what I've read, which is probably 3/4 of the book, dude, I give it like a 4.5 to a 5 at best, probably a 4 or 5. It's just not very good. Not really worth much of your time unless you're really into the character, and it's a $5 commitment. So with that, that's it. Basically, it's me pulling out on everybody, just everyone. Okay, we're back.
There.
We're back. We're back, everybody. Oh, it's Dr. Cool Mermaid is here. That's great. Mom and Dad are here. Hi, Mom and Dad. Everybody say hi to my mom and dad.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Found us today. That's good. Sammy, dear God, no. What, Sammy?
She saw your face and she's like, "Oh God, not again."
That could be. That absolutely could be. That could be. Brian is here. He's off to the side. So if I were,
I'm in the penalty box.
he's in the penalty box. He was misbehaving earlier.
He's in timeout.
So he's been in a timeout. But once we bring up an image, it'll pop in. Hello, Mr. Sean. I heard you had a birthday, so happy birthday to you. Happy belated birthday, sir. Hope you
Happy birthday, Sean.
had a good time and enjoyed your time with your family or whatever you did. I mean, it could have been anything. I have so many ideas that he could be doing. Like I see him for some reason, like rolling dice in an alley. You know, just like illegally gambling and shit.
What about playing dominoes?
Do people illegally play dominoes in an alley, Kevin?
You'd be surprised.
With all the stray alley cats, just
I really would be
I mean, you can
surprised.
play anything illegally in an alley, right?
You could play tic-tac-toe in the alley illegally.
Illegally?
Illegally.
I'm gambling on Monopoly in those
Those
back
those are really
alleys.
bad odds.
Yeah, I guess if you're gonna gamble on tic-tac-toe, you're not very good at gambling.
That's not very good odds. Yes,
Mm,
50 chance. It's not.
no. I don't think that's terrible. That's terrible. But we're talking today about nostalgic cinema.
Movies that touched our souls.
Now there was conversation about doing a 420 type of podcast, but then I did not want Chris to take it literally and show up completely baked, because then nothing would get done. We would just be babysitting Chris the whole time. It's embarrassing. Sorry, Chris.
That's okay. I do have my weed soda around here somewhere, but I haven't opened it yet.
What's about this transforming egg? It's terrible. First
That's
of
a
all,
real-looking egg.
I'm pretty sure it's 3D printed. It doesn't look anything like a real egg, really. I guess kind of. I don't know.
That's like a butt plug.
Jesus.
Yeah. We can still get high. We can still get high off these great movies on our 5 different lists. And also, Professor Chris, do you have any tea to spill upon the people?
That's it.
It's
So transforms.
not tea per se, but I have a travel advisory that I can talk about real quick.
It was like, don't go to the Middle East or something.
Well, sort of, not really, but yeah, don't go to the Middle East. Europe only has about 6 weeks of gas left for airplanes. So if you're planning on going to Europe in the next 6 weeks,
Better go
you
now.
might get stranded. If you have insurance and you bought it with travel insurance, which you should get if you every time you travel, and you bought it before the war started, you might be okay. But if you bought travel insurance after that war started and you're going out overseas and your plane gets canceled because you get no gas, you're screwed. You're stuck there. So prepare. If you're going to plan on traveling to Europe in the next couple of months, be prepared. You might get stuck. There's already been a bunch of planes getting canceled because of no gas. They have
Yeah.
6 weeks
jet
left of
fuel.
gas.
This
No
is
jet
what I
fuel.
love about our current political environment. It's created such Who knows?
Chaos.
Like
A lot of chaos.
scenarios that we've never seen, you know? So I guess in a
Adventure.
way, yeah, it's creating a
Well,
lot of
well-
adventure for people.
Well, we've seen it before, but not in our lifetimes. It happened back in the early 70s.
Mm,
Something similar. Something similar. Not the same, but something similar.
okay. Okay.
So yeah, so I've been dealing with I have a lot of clients going out overseas and to Europe in June and July. So I've been having to deal with trying to figure out, do we send them somewhere different? Do we just cancel the trip? What do we do? And I had a couple clients, they booked their trips months ago, because you should book Europe about 6 months in advance. And so they have insurance that was before the war started. So they're should be okay, but we're still playing it by ear. So it's a lot. It's a choose your own adventure right now.
I have a quick question, Chris. Is it possible to go old school? You know how before airplanes were a thing, you could take a boat from Europe to the Americas. Does that still exist, kind of? Or is
You
that
can take a cruise, as they call it, the transatlantic, but they only happen twice a year. They happen usually in April, and then they happen in September, October. That's it.
Oh, okay.
It's because while the cruises are going from America to Europe and back for their seasons, because they're in Europe for the summer and then they're back here for the rest of the year.
Mm. This could be a new, or should we say, going back to the future type market for Carnival Cruise Line or some of these others. Norwegian, maybe set up.
Actually, there's one cruise line that goes. That's all they do is go from New York to London, and it's the Queen Mary II, and it's through Cunard, and it's kind of like the old schooly like Titanic feel without the sinking
or the iceberg. Yeah.
And so basically it's like super fancy. You got to wear tuxedos and stuff like that.
Does it include the
Ooh.
classism?
Yeah, it's the Queen Mary II,
And the bands?
they do crosses. They do. It's one way. You can go to London or from London back to America. So that's the only and it happens all year round. That's the only one that does it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Very expensive though.
Indeed.
It's owned by the Carnival Corporation, but you wouldn't tell based on the price tag.
Well, this is good information to know. Hopefully those in the audience, if they have trips planned over the next 6 weeks, stay on top of them. If not, you may have to be patient and wait before your classical romantic European vacation.
Well,
Perhaps
6 weeks on. I mean, like they have Europe has 6 weeks of gas left. So you might get canceled now so that they can save gas, or in 6 weeks there might not be any gas for anybody to go anywhere. You can probably get to Europe, okay? You just won't be able to get home.
Indeed. So 2027 might be a better idea.
Yes, or at least wait until the fall.
I would wait another 3. wait
2029?
Wait another 3 years. And then maybe something normal will happen. I don't know. Just
If there's a
God.
world in 2 years.
For the love of
3
God.
more years.
Let's wait for the AI gods to take over as people
When they said
calling them.
when they said that dude, the head of the Department of War or whatever, like quoted.
Oh yeah. The prayer, the Pulp Fiction. Yeah, the quote from Julius's. Yes, Caesar.
It's like it's over. It's just so. I'm not in reality anymore. I'm in a reality show for sure, but I'm not like
We're living in an Onion article.
yeah.
That is our reality.
Yeah.
right now.
But
Yeah.
unfortunately, with dark consequences.
Well, geez, you went Black Ops right there, Kevin.
Well, it's kind of true.
Jeez.
But
Hey,
that's
Frank.
why we're here for some nostalgic movies.
Yes.
Make us feel good.
Exactly. Take us back to some lighter times, some joy,
Yes.
some fun.
So much fun.
Regardless of your inclinations, political climate is volatile at best, and that makes a lot of people nervous. So it always makes people want to dip back into better times, and with those better times comes that wave of nostalgia, comes that feeling that you get. That's why I bought this stupid transformer. That's why I brought it up. It's a deformation, I think is what they call it, which is a terrible name. What are you, an Autobot, a Decepticon? I'm a deformation. Yeah, you are. There's his head. But yeah, so like, the transforming like robots and stuff kind of gave me a little wave of nostalgia, and they gave me a little high, and I was like, "Oh, this is a good feeling. Like, I like this." So let me get a couple more of these guys that I can transform and have fun with, kind of, put together and take apart. Apparently, but yeah, I mean, with nostalgia, it hits you in waves, and it could be at the most inopportune time, or like just at a time when you least expect it. See, it's already back to it. That's quick. There we go. But we made a list. Everybody made a list. We all threw in some of the things that we thought. Hell, I've got a figure on my desk right now that wasn't a nostalgic show, but hit you with waves of nostalgia. And that's this is Dustin from Stranger Things. This is a Lego figure. And Dustin, Stranger Things itself, is a very nostalgic show for a lot of reasons for people, like playing D&D in a basement, like you would do if you were younger.
I have Lego too.
There you go. That's kind of cool. Fighting monsters, stuff like, oh, she got, look at that. Bonnie's got a Lego right there. Kevin, where's yours?
Yeah.
Let's see if Brian has.
Is that from Turning Red?
Yeah.
Let's see. Brian, where's Brian? Where'd Brian go?
I have an owl
Brian
too.
House.
Brian left. Okay.
For more.
All right. Brian will be back, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But we went through a big list of nostalgia of what we wanted to do.
Yeah, Bonnie first dibs.
Yep.
That's two things.
Yep. Okay. So Bonnie, yeah, we'll pull up whatever you want and go from there.
Okay, I am gonna get the one out of the way that is gonna make you most angry.
Oh, I know which one.
You should know. You saw my list. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I like that movie.
The one on my list that is gonna make you the most
he
angry.
hates it for some reason. I don't know why he hates it.
That piece of shit. Are you kidding me?
Much.
Yes.
Oh, I hate this movie. Why would you even bring it up? There's no
Because
nostalgia to this
movie
film.
means something very special to me. I have
fine.
wonderful memories of when this movie came out. Specifically.
All right, I'm opening it up. Here we go.
Thank you.
There we go.
So yeah, my first nostalgic throwback is Forrest Gump. This movie just it's stuck with me since it was released on VHS. So back in the day, it took a year for things to be released after premiering in theaters, and my parents were not very big moviegoers. I was. It was always my deal. I always wanted to go. But they were more of, let's go to Blockbuster and we'll rent a movie and we'll just watch it at home. That was their deal. And for Christmas, my mom decided to get my dad Forrest Gump as his Christmas present. And whichever store that we were at, like Warehouse or something, maybe it was Sam Goody, that was selling the VHS copies, they were doing like a special release, like dual pack thing where you would buy Forrest Gump on VHS, but you would also be able to purchase the behind the scenes making of VHS to go with it. And that was the first time that I had ever experienced watching anything behind the scenes related or making of. And so I was 11 years old, I think. Yeah, I was like 11 years old when I got to watch that with him. And I was just mind blown, absolutely fascinated, and it was magical to me. And so this is the movie that got me really thinking about not just how much I enjoy movies, but how they're made and how, it's just this whole series of things coming together from every last, little detail. And yeah, so
I
that's
just
why
noticed-
it's very special to me.
Looking at this
And
picture,
it was, it was one of my dad's favorite movies too.
It's a beautiful
Yeah,
film.
so talk your shit now.
It's a beautiful film. Beautiful film.
It is a very beautiful film, and it has that
sucks.
amazing score by Alan
I don't give a
Silvestri. It's
shit.
just, it's just beautiful, and I love it.
I was gonna mention this. I was gonna mention this movie because it was my mom's favorite movie, but I was like, I knew how much Donald hated it, so I left it off my
Damn
list.
it. Why is like half the world so
Hey,
stupid?
it's not my favorite movie, but I was gonna put it
Like-
on there because it was my mom's favorite movie.
No, I
Um,
love it very, very much.
I want to know, like, I'm wondering, like, the Life is a Box of Chocolate line. He was talking to this lady, right? Was he being racist?
Yeah, yes, thank you. Fuck, thank you, Frank. Not you, Chris. Thank you, Frank. This is going up on the screen. There we go. Jenny refused to settle down with Forrest until she got a terminal disease. What a
That
great
is true.
story.
Well, there's some truth to that.
You're
There's some-
right,
there's-
bro.
there's some-
There-
there's some
yeah.
truth to that. There's some
She's
There
such
is
a piece
truth
of
to that.
shit.
Yeah, no.
How are you liking
Did
this?
I ever say that Jenny was like a
Okay.
pillar of excellence and
No.
everybody's like most perfect role model? I did
No, you
not.
I
did
bet
not.
you
No,
cried,
you
though.
did
I
not.
bet you did. I bet you cried.
I
Oh,
did.
they finally got together.
I did.
Gross.
It made me very happy when they finally got
Gross.
together. Because she grew up, she finally grew up.
When it was
He
too late.
waited for her
You know
for
what
a
was better?
lifetime.
When Hudson Hawk, when freaking it was what's his name? He played Jesus, Die Hard. Why can't I remember his name now? Bruce Willis. When Bruce Willis, you guys are terrible, by the way, back up when it comes to not being able to remember names. None of you help. You're like, let him fucking hang out to dry.
How
we
does
all
he
have
know
the same problem.
When
Bruce
Bruce
Willis? Like,
from Die Hard?
well, there's many people in Die Hard, and I never
Oh,
saw the movie you're talking about. So
Yeah.
how does this
Oh.
Bruce Willis?
All right. So when like in Hudson Hawk, when you're watching the whole film, and the motherfucker, all he wants is he's just trying to get a cappuccino the whole time. The cappuccino, just like Forrest was trying to get with Jenny the whole time, right? And at the end, and it's like, oh, and Hudson finally got his cappuccino, and people stood up. They're like, yeah, cappuccino time! Woo! That was a better ending, 10 times better than anything Forrest Gump gave us at the end of that trash heap. 10 times better. Crap. This is crap. This movie's crap. Nostalgic my ass.
It's
This is-
layered.
It,
It's
No.
saying love and appreciate the people who are right in front of you
onions have
when you
layers.
have the chance. And don't be a dick.
I'm trying not to.
Don't-
Jeez.
It's saying it's like saying don't be Jenny,
Yeah,
You
if
don't
more
want to be
people-
like Jenny, you want to be like Forrest.
I was just about to say that. If more people in the world were like Forrest, the world would be a better place. It really would. If more people were like Forrest Gump.
Maybe. Oh my God, Donald. Yeah, I'm sorry, Monica. I really am. We already talked about Pete and Bass, by the way, Brian and I, because apparently we're the only two people on the show that know who the hell that is. So we already had that discussion.
I
Monica's
figure it's
going
a
to be
whole
going with me.
Midwestern thing. I don't know.
Bonnie's not going because Bonnie doesn't want to try new music or enjoy herself.
I never said that.
So
Bonnie's from Arizona. Have mercy on her.
I already asked you, and I got crickets, Bonnie. I got crickets.
You didn't. No, you didn't. You just
Yes,
said
I did.
I'm going to Pete and Bass. I'm getting tickets. I said, okay. I have no
I
idea who
said-
they are. Where was
I-
the ask?
I asked you. I'm sure of it.
No, you didn't.
I'm going to go through my receipts.
Hmm.
You're going to be in deep shit when I find them.
Well,
I
speaking
got
of
the same receipts.
Where
bro.
are these people? Where are these people playing?
The disability community? No, they're the disabled community. And trust me, if I did, I wouldn't have half the friends I have. And I wouldn't be the
Yeah.
friend that half
You're
the
like-
people have either.
hello, David. How you
Ha
doing?
ha ha. Screen cap. I'm going. Me. No idea who they are. You. Good God. Rap stars. Look them up. That's it.
Oh, that's
Where
some
did you
receipts.
That's our
say-
last conversation?
Receipts.
Oh, shit. Who else did I
They're
ask?
playing at your local nursing home. Chris.
Uh huh.
They're trying to bag more ass.
They are playing the
I think I
Terror
asked
Caller.
somebody else to go then. Ah, shit.
Uh-oh.
How dare you? I'm
Well,
offended.
Well,
No, it
speaking,
doesn't get going to some stranger.
speaking of which,
Well, they weren't
let's-
free tickets. That's like, would you like the opportunity to buy tickets with me? That's what that situation was. That's what.
That's not what you asked.
Oh, Mr.
You didn't
Sean,
even ask a question.
I was good. No. Yes, Mr. Sean, that's what I was talking about.
Speaking of which,
Oh, boy.
let's go to another movie. Let's go to brother Brian's choice, first choice.
Mine
Oh
was
yeah, yeah.
actually- Mine was a strange one, but I'm pretty good at throwing curveballs at you guys. So, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No, that's not a strange choice.
It is near and dear to my heart. That was my wife and I, one of our first dates.
Mm.
We followed that up by going to Cinema Wasteland to meet most of the cast that was still alive at that point. So
What a beautiful photo
That's very sweet.
and a great memory.
it's
They
a
have a
touching
guest
family
for dinner.
film.
It's great.
They have a guest for dinner.
Okay.
The Sawyers.
Everybody's leaving.
The Sawyers.
For Forrest Gump first, and then followed up with the Texas Chainsaw.
This looks like Thanksgiving
Hey,
dinner at
Everybody has
Penny's,
things
does it
that are
not?
very important to them for a variety of reasons.
Yes.
Don's the hitchhiker.
This is very
Yes.
sweet.
That looks
Grandpa,
like
Grandpa at the head of the table.
Dr. Hypnovert, aka Chris Turner, dressed as a woman on the right.
I
for
say,
the-
according to Chris, there's a Bubba in all our families here in Ohio. So
Oh,
you got
that's
Bubba
true.
right there.
Chris likes
Uh,
talking smack.
You're funny, Chubba Wee Wee. Said this photo looks like this podcast.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Oh shit.
Don't put words in
Oh. So they're saying, Bonnie, you look you need to take a little makeup off there, lady. I mean, good God. What
So
are you
wait.
doing?
So wait,
Rude.
so who's the grandpa character and who's the hitchhiker character?
Well, you're obviously the grandpa character, Kevin.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sense.
And I don't know about the other two because there's still 3 of us left. So is there like who are they looking at?
Well, remember to look at the final survivor, the girl, the final survivor. She's at the other side of the table. You can't see her, but she's all tied up.
Oh,
So
okay.
So that,
It was Marilyn. Was it Marilyn Burns? I think
I-
was the final survivor.
So maybe
I
that's
believe
Bonnie.
so.
Chris is that other woman. And then
Yeah,
Kevin's
they
the
were
old dude.
so nice to meet too. Like the whole cast, they were phenomenal people to interact with.
Was Toby there too?
No,
Wire?
Gunnar Hansen. Gunnar Hansen.
yeah, Gunnar Hansen was there. That's one of my prized possessions is that DVD signed by Gunnar. The girl they hung, I don't know her name, but the girl they hung up on the meat hook in that will no
Pam?
longer. Yeah, she will not tour around with them. They put her through so much suffering.
Really?
It was pantyhose that they used. They didn't have a harness back in 74.
Oh wow.
So she was hung up through her groin
Oh.
with pantyhose. So
Oh
those,
my god.
Wow.
yeah, her reactions, her suffering, yeah, that
It was real. It was real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
That-
you talking
oh, I
about,
can
you talking about
only-
Terry McGinn. So
That would
Terry,
be painful as hell.
Yeah.
so Terry McMinn. Yeah, so she's pissed. Okay, I understand.
Yep.
I understand.
Yeah, I think at least 3 of the people there they've passed since we met them.
Mm.
But yep, that's
Well,
near and dear to my heart.
Well,
Alright.
that's a great memory to have. No doubt about it. That's a great memory to have.
And I will say the horror community is a very special community still to this day. Like
Yep,
a lot of
tight
people
knit.
in the horror industry.
Tight knit.
Well, I mean,
Wait. Are you saying horror industry?
No, horror.
They're tight knit too. Yes,
Yeah.
both.
I mean, well, I don't know about
Donald
tight.
would know. Donald would know.
Yeah.
Brian,
Loose
I don't know. They're wide
a
open.
loose knit company.
They're more willing to share, I guess. But in the horror industry, they are pretty open to collaboration, to new ideas, to working with other people and stuff, and to and being inviting to noobs and stuff, and people that are just excited to be there and be a part of the process. And that's a nice feeling. So horror cons, are a fun special time too, because you do get to meet people and see that character that they played, that's not them at all. That's just something that they had a lot of fun doing. But then they went to church afterwards, or they went grocery shopping with their grandma or something. You know what I mean? Like it's just a part that you play. And I think nothing sells that more, that it's just a part that you play, than horror films and meeting people outside of those films. I think that's definitely a cool moment for you for sure.
There we go.
All right, let me take that one down.
Let's go to you, Professor. Why don't you pick something?
Geez, I don't remember what I put on my list. Let's see here.
It's a
Yeah,
very
you-
short list.
Yeah,
Chris.
you picked 4 movies.
Yes.
One of them's pretty obvious because it's your favorite Christmas movie. That's one. So that's,
We'll talk about that one then. We'll talk about why it became my favorite movie. All right. This is Rumble Pop Mention of Love Actually, part 172.
Yes, pretty
Mhm.
much.
That's
All right, so this movie. All right, so I was going to school in England at the time, and I was feeling kind of lonely because I was feeling homesick, and a lot of my friends were going out every weekend, and I couldn't afford it because I was the poor kid, but all the rich kids going to England. And so I found this video of Love Actually. I had no idea what the movie was, and I watched it and I liked it, and then I just kept. And then I was bored and there was nothing else to do, so I just kept watching it every night for like the entire 4 months. I wasn't not every night, but I watched it a bunch of times, and so it just helped me through a tough time tough lonely time in England, and I don't know, I fell in love with it.
Mm. What was your favorite part when the one guy tried to steal his future wife away from him, or the other story where the guy was being unfaithful to his wife of many, many years?
I like the good parts of the movie. Like I like
Martin
when
Freeman.
Jamie learns Portuguese to ask Aurelia to marry him.
Yeah.
That was a very sweet moment.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have very fond memories of this movie too. This movie came out during my first holiday season in LA.
And we had the ArcLight too.
When we had it at ArcLight. And I also went on a first date to this movie.
Oh, I think I know who it is. I think I know who
You
the
do know.
boy was.
Mhm.
I know who the boy was.
Yeah, we're not gonna name any names, but
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
we won't do that.
This,
we won't do
this
that.
movie
we
is
can
my
discuss later. But you know who.
Mhm.
this movie is my test. Is I show this movie, and if a girl doesn't like it, I bye.
Wow, really?
Been a lot of women that hate this film.
Good God, man.
That's the reason I've only had a few girlfriends.
Yeah, 23 years later, there are people that think that it doesn't hold up as well, and they
Yes.
may be right in some points,
Mm,
but also
mhm.
I think a lot of it though people miss the point because people are always talking about oh my goodness, they're always calling that one girl fat, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, but they're not. She's saying that people called her fat, and Hugh Grant is going, no, would be what? No.
I mean, that black lady does mention her weight a little bit, but
No, he's like, would we call her chubby?
Mm.
I don't think we would.
Oh shit! I
But,
lost
like,
the photo.
basically.
oh, yeah,
Which
you're right.
photo?
He does say that.
Oh.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
photo.
damn.
If you haven't caught any of this season of Taskmaster, it'll make you really happy, Chris. Joanna Page is one of the contestants, and she's great in it.
I have no idea what Taskmaster is.
It's a British show where 5 comedians or celebrities are given tasks from Greg Davies and little Alex Horn to do on the show, and they're ridiculous tasks. But yeah, Just Judy, she is one of the contestants this season.
I'll have to check it out.
Yep.
Dang.
Never heard of the show before, so
There's like 6 countries worth of it out there too, at least. It's huge. Yeah, if you like comedy, you're gonna love it. So
Taskmaster, also a villain in the Marvel universe.
Indeed.
yeah.
Which
That
leads
Marvel screwed
now
with the movies.
to your choice, Donald. What's your first pick?
Mhm.
Because you got a long.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Geez. Well, I mean, I'll go with let me go with a simple one, an easy one that was in the image that we posted. originally for the ad. The Goonies.
Mm.
Richard Donner directed, produced, co-produced by Steven Spielberg. Came out right at the perfect time. You know, the middle of the 80s, basically. When we all loved and needed more like mysteries, you know, more kids action adventure comedies and stuff like that. This film just basically had it all. It was about this group of kids that were living in an area and in Portland, and they were going to lose. I think it was Portland, right? Yeah, it was supposed to be Portland, and they were going to lose their homes because they did not have enough money collectively to purchase the land that was then purchased by a golf course community that was going to come in and raise their homes and create a golf course there. And they figure, you know, let's go out on the weekend. Let's have another weekend adventure. And in doing so, go up into the attic. They find some of Mikey, who's kind of the de facto leader, Mikey's dad's a museum curator, and they find some of the stuff, which I don't know if that's legal or not, because there was a lot of stuff
using your attic as a museum storage unit.
Right. That should have been in the museum that was in your dad's attic. So was he stealing that shit? That's a story for another time. But they find a treasure map. They find almost like a doubloon, like a coin, and they find these stories about One-Eyed Willie, this pirate that had disappeared in that area. And tales of his treasure and his lore had run rapid and were all over the news back in the day. And they rediscovered this story and decided that's what they're going to do. They're going to go look for that treasure because that's how they're going to save their families' homes. And I'll be damned if the kids don't really just pull it off. And I mean, like a lot of peril and a lot of hijinks along the way, including the Fratellis, which is a gang of family members that have apparently robbed and murdered their way across the United States, and were hiding out in the abandoned restaurant that is part of the key to get to the treasure. So, you know, they get followed by them. They have a lot of tasks and little trials and stuff that they have to do when they're down below in the underground, so to speak, in the tunnels and stuff, on the way to finding the ship and the treasure. It's a lot of fun. It always brings me back to the story, and I'll tell this a dozen times, is that when the Goonies suck. Well, I didn't, Kevin. I told you I'm going to ban him. I'm just gonna my right hand is right on the ban button right now as we speak for Sean McGean. It's just the way it is. It's so close to banning him. There's just, I don't know that there's anything that can save this man at this point.
Everyone has an opinion.
I can't.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
don't
hand.
think that's a valid opinion.
I'm gonna have to.
Let him explain.
Really, I'm really struggling with
Let
this.
him explain himself.
But we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on from that for now.
All right, fine. He'll probably like my choice.
But it gives us a good wave of nostalgia in the story of me, you know, hiding in, sneaking back downstairs because I went to bed, and coming back down in laying in the hallway by the door, so my parents couldn't see me, but I was laying sideways and the TV was over here and I was watching it from there until I finally got busted like 20 minutes in. My mom's like, "Son, are you there?" And I was like, "Yeah." You know, I fessed up pretty quick because she would have got up, you know, and checked. Voice of reason, Sean McGean, shove it up your ass sideways. Oh my God.
You're allowed to have an
Voice of
opinion, even if it's wrong, Sean.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm going to do the truffle shuffle just to spite you.
All right, here's
And at this point, I could.
Nobody wants to see that.
All right, so here's an opinion. Goonies is okay.
Yeah.
It's
good.
okay. I mean, it's
Huh. Something happened there.
Jeez.
I mean, there is
This
some
internet went out, I
merit to
guess.
it being the most requested pinball table to be made in the pinball communities. Goonies is like mentioned every other fucking idea is make a Goonies table.
Mhm.
Half the art that I own from Gallery 1988 is Goonies art.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stern pulled a shady move on that too. They actually have code names for their new tables coming out while they're in development. And there was one, it said Goonies on it. And it was a reference for Stranger Things for that table being made. But they
Nice.
faked
Oh,
so
there he
many
is.
people out.
Hey, Chris.
Hi, welcome back. I mean, wait. I mean, what? Huh?
He's so confused. He's so
Stop
confused.
talking to yourself.
Well, thank you for having me back. There we go.
Can I go?
Mr. Sean says about a year ago, I went to a throwback night at my local Regency Theater with my son and enjoyed it. The Goonies. Oh, that's cool. Good. I'm glad you went, gave it a shot. You know, even though you were hesitant, maybe perhaps,
Yeah.
but that's always nice. There's a lot of
we
stuff,
did
a
the
lot of films
throwback
I've
screening a
gone.
year ago for the anniversary, and it was so good.
Yes,
I guess
we
I
did.
go
We
back.
did.
It
Yeah.
was AMC. Yeah,
Yeah.
was
They
so
did
much
that.
fun.
Yeah, that was a
I've seen it at plenty of outdoor screenings. I think I've only seen it once in the theater like that before.
Yeah, that was
And
around that time.
It was a good
I
time.
guess I need to go back and watch it. It's been 30 years since I've seen it. Maybe I appreciate it more now.
You just-
Yeah,
I
maybe
hope
you
will.
would, Chris, since it's been 30 years since you've seen it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I would recommend doing it at a screening if you can. Go to a throwback screening. See it
I
with
don't
an
know
audience.
how many they have in Texas, but
It happens.
we barely get screenings of actual movies here.
You have an Alamo Draft House nearby, right?
No, we don't, not anymore.
Oh, damn. That's
They're all closed here. I mean,
Did
if I want
they
to go up to
really?
Austin, well, the only one left is in Austin.
Oh man, the OG, the original, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's
There's a
sad.
whole there's a whole story about that Alamo got bought out by a bigger company, and they tried expanding, and then all this stuff happened, and now they're all closing. So
Yeah, well, I mean, it was just like anything having to do with film, television, like pretty much anything that had to do with anything fun and being out, like out with your friends and in groups and doing things, just got shot to shit during the pandemic. So, like, when they were trying to expand is when all that happened. I think the one downtown in downtown LA still exists.
it does.
It's still around. It does pretty good, but that's only because there's not a lot of competition downtown. There's an independent theater down there, which does a lot of nostalgia wave stuff, and that's basically what they do. And then there's the Regal, which is clear on the other side of downtown. So they're far enough away from each other that most people downtown, or a lot of people downtown, don't drive. They take the subway, or they're just local and they hang out. So that's within their walking distance area or whatever. That's their theater. That's their go-to. So go figure.
I mean, even when there was one here, it was in Katy, which was like 2.5 hours away from me, even though it's only 40
Oh, that's
miles.
pretty far. That's
2.5 hours away. I could go to drive to Austin for the same amount.
Yeah.
Because Houston's so freaking big that takes 2.5 hours to get from one end to the other.
Kevin, I muted you. When you're done, you can unmute yourself. We're gonna pull up though, Kevin, when you're ready, your next one. So I'm going to bring
that's
you
what I
on.
was
There
typing
you
in. My apologies
Okay.
about that.
That's okay. What you like me to bring up that's in your folder?
Well, generally speaking, people that know me well know I'm a man of the Force, but I'm not going to do that one because it's too obvious. Everybody knows I love Star Wars. But instead, let me go for my other niche picks, which is one of my favorite movies, They Live.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this is one of John Carpenter's two best movies. Actually, it's 1A, 1B, 1C for me. This one, Halloween, and The Thing. Those three are like his best movies in my opinion. But this one, this holds up today in so many ways. I mean, it's unbelievable how this movie holds up. I mean, you have a guy called Nada. Don't know what his real name is. Just a guy who's just wandering around, trying to seek work. Meets Frank to his left. and they discovered a horrifying truth that the world is controlled by extraterrestrials, and they have infiltrated every power center of humanity, the government, corporations. And as you can see in one of those photographs there, you know, unless you have the glasses to see through the noise and the nonsense, you won't know what's going on. You see what's telling you: consume, obey, conform. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Money says this is your God.
Yep. So it's amazing how like the glasses, those sunglasses, are like a metaphor for like, you know, seeing the light in a way. You know,
Put the glasses on.
Yeah, put the glasses on. Oh yeah, the fight scene, of course, is
God,
classic.
20
that
minutes.
Fight scene's great. Fight
Yeah.
scene's great. Roddy
So-
Roddy Piper.
The most ridiculous, longest fight scene ever.
Yep.
It is
But
great.
It's amazing.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing, though. If they remade it, I don't think they could do it. I don't think they could.
So,
I-
do you remember they were supposed to? A remake actually got greenlit. It was in the works for a really, really long time.
There is a way to redo this, actually. You just gotta be has to be done really, really well. Like really well. You gotta be very careful. You gotta take a different theme. But there's a way to do
thing
it.
one that they were doing, which was going to wreck it all, was they weren't going to have the sunglasses at all,
Hmm.
which doesn't make sense.
I mean, what would it have been? Like an app on your phone or
Contact.
something?
I mean, at this point, maybe a VR
Contacts?
headset.
I would
Yeah,
actually go
maybe.
AI.
Well, they had
Instead of
contacts later, but
aliens-
how do you accidentally put contacts in your eye?
instead of
Yeah.
aliens, I would do
You're not going
AI.
to accidentally put on, you know,
Yeah, you
contacts
wake up,
that
you
you've
put
never
them
worn
in.
before.
Yeah.
I would do the AI takeover rather than an alien invasion. It's like something like we
Yeah.
created that's like, you know, taking us over, but we don't really realize it's taking us over. From the AI perspective rather than like an you know extraterrestrial perspective. And yes, Mr. Sean, you're right. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
Oh,
That's a great line. Great line.
Or if you watch the porn parody version, I'm here to chew ass. And beat bubblegum.
Is there such a thing? Is there such a thing?
I'm sure there is.
Nothing sexy about chewing ass, right?
Wouldn't that
everybody has their kink.
wouldn't that hurt somebody
you
if you're
do
chewing
not think
someone's buttocks? Chewing someone's buttocks, wouldn't that lead
That-
to a severe situation, shall we say?
That was in last season's of It's Always Sunny with Frank and
Oh.
the influencer.
Oh, I missed it. Oh,
You
I
just
missed it.
gnawed on it. Oh god. You need to watch more Sunny.
I do.
Oh,
That's a good
great,
show.
yeah.
That's a good show.
I do too. I
That's a good
enjoyed
show.
Sunny. But I fell behind a long time ago. I need to catch back up.
Yeah, I feel like it's at a point right now where I've watched some recent episodes and they were real turds. So, like, for me, I have to go and look up what episodes to watch because it's not a
Yeah.
show you need to watch linearly. You know, it's not telling a story really. It's just like slice of life kind of things are happening in the moment for the most part for them.
Except this last season, they had it was like a 5-story arc that was in order.
Then you just watch the five episodes in a row, Chris, and then you shut your mouth about it. How about that?
I'm just
How
saying
about that?
that they made an
Jesus.
exception like this year.
Christ, I'm just
They-
trying to
they had-
make a
they had-
point here.
they had
You don't
Frank
have to watch
go-
them all. You
they
can
had Frank
pick
go-
and choose what episodes are good and what episodes suck, and you
When
don't
there's
have to watch the
18
suck.
seasons. It can't all be fucking bangers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sorry.
That's the point.
Algorithms.
That's the point.
Bonnie, what do you got next, my dear?
Okay. Well, it's been brought up in the chat a couple of times, so I'm going to go right into it. You guys are going to be very happy. And I'm going with American Graffiti. So
Good choice.
another, yeah, very near and dear to my heart. This was a movie that my father actually introduced me to. And it was during my senior year of high school. Small story time. So my first semester of senior year, I kind of screwed up and failed English. And I had never failed a class before.
Failed
but I
English?
Failed English. I
You're doing
failed
all right
English.
now.
Yeah, that first semester. It was terrible. Yeah. But
Dad, no
my
good.
my guidance my
Dad,
guidance
I
counselor
did.
had told the guidance counselor told me and my parents that failing the class was going to make me half a credit short on the credits I needed to graduate. And so if I wanted to graduate, I needed to take a night class to make up that credit. I actually ended up not needing it. They misread one thing and I ended up with an extra half credit. Either way, it was a bit of a blessing in disguise because the only class that was available for me to take was at a different school. And the English teachers who were in charge of that class decided to use the night class as an experiment for what they wanted to do in their regular classes with their regular students, and that was teaching film as literature. So instead of doing the standard, make everybody read a book that they don't really want to read, they wanted to have everybody like pick films and specifically something older and like dissect it and effectively do kind of like a book report on it, if you will. And we did a whole bunch of other kind of like fun projects in that too. Like they made us like shoot short films and everything. Like it was a really fun class. It ended up being a great thing and another one of the things that just kind of sparked my interest in movie making and all of that. But yeah, that's when I got introduced to American Graffiti, and I've loved it ever since. It's such a great movie, and yeah, it's the blueprint for things like Dazed and Confused and Empire Records and all these other like really wonderful slice of life, teenage end of the school year type films, and killer soundtrack, and you've got stars galore. I mean, oh my God, look at everybody
Ron
here.
Howard.
Yeah.
Definitely
Ron
not
frickin'
Bruce
Howard.
Willis, but if he was, none of you could help.
Harrison
Richard
Ford.
Dreyfuss.
Richard Dreyfuss, yeah.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford, his very first film appearance ever. Yeah.
Back
was
to
in this
Sunny,
movie.
rest in peace, Lynn Marie Stewart, Bobby in that film, Charlie's mom.
Yeah.
And this is George.
Suzanne Summers. She had an appearance in this as well. She was the blonde in the T-Bird.
And it's George Lucas's second movie, and without this movie, you really don't have a Star Wars movie, believe it or not.
Yeah.
This is like his first big hit. He needed this to have the gravitas and the power to get the Star Wars movie made a little bit later on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love everything about this movie, and yeah, it will always hold near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a classic movie. You can't argue with that one.
I have not seen this movie.
Check it out. You got to get it rented
Oh,
sometime.
Chris, you would love it. I think you'll really enjoy it.
Especially the music.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Ron Howard?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Brian,
What's it? Yeah, I have to check it out.
Yeah,
what's your next choice, sir?
I forget what I put on my list. I know I had.
I can tell you in a moment.
Yeah,
real quick.
the second set of people I met at
No.
that same convention was from that movie.
Well, you have that one that's going to make you tear up. You got another one that's claymation based. You got another one that's puppets. You
Yeah.
got another one that's
There's
one of
that might
the
make all of us
scariest
cry,
movies
actually.
to ever exist. You got another one that's made of puppets that know martial arts. So yeah, you got a lot here.
Yeah, you got one that you and Chris could actually do together.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let's go that one.
There you go. You and Chris could easily do that one.
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Go,
All right.
go.
Your
I like
favorite
Chris-
Ninja Turtle explains what type of person you are.
Oh God, I'm a douchebag. It's Michelangelo.
I am
Why
too,
you
but
douchebag?
I am also
I think
Michelangelo.
Mikey.
Yeah,
How you
Because,
douchebag
Donatello.
like
he likes
Mikey? That
pizza.
doesn't
Because
make
he likes
sense.
pizza.
'Cause-
That's why.
Everybody likes Mikey.
Yeah,
No, you're a
Mikey's
Donnie
cool.
guy.
Mikey's cool.
yeah. I like Donatello. He's my favorite.
Is it because your name's Don or?
It used to be when I was a kid. Yeah, I kind of gravitated. I was like, Donatello, Don. Yeah, that's so cool. So we used to play Ninja Turtles on the playground, and I would play Donatello because my name was Don.
In real life, I'd be a Donatello, but I like always Mikey was always my favorite.
Did
because
you
he
play with the
likes
bow
pizza.
stick?
Oh yeah, I play with the bow stick every day.
you'd have to have a certain length of a stick on the playground in order to really play Donatello. Otherwise, and once you found one, you'd have to hide it. So you'd have to go out like where there's some trees out on the far end of the playground, and you would lean the stick against the back of the tree. That way, other kids wouldn't see it, because then they would use it for, hitting each other and bullshit. When that's your bow staff, that's your weapon for fighting Shredder and Krang and all the rest of the baddies. So the Foot Clan. So you had to be careful, but those sticks just didn't fall out of the sky. Well, they did, but they weren't that easy to get, as even in the Midwest. You think they would be, but they weren't. So especially the long sticks, it looked like they could be some type of a staff or a weapon. Heaven help all the rest of the Ninja Turtles, they got nothing. You know what I mean? Like, if you're out on the playground, I'm Donatello, I have the actual weapon in my hands, the stick, and you got Mikey, he's got nothing because there's no nunchucks, and those are hard as shit to make on the playground. Leonardo, you just use another stick and just sharpen the end of it or something, and you look like some dumbass. And then Raphael, you get smaller little sticks, and then you look even stupider. So it's
we use sporks for Raph. The size of
Oh, that's
sporks.
Amazing.
Splinter, I just picked up a rat off the playground and played with it.
readily available in T County. T County rats. Yeah.
That was a strip club here, wasn't it? T County Rats. Wait, no, it's chickens. My bad.
Yeah, that was chickens. Yeah. That's no longer chickens either. It's something else. Or what
TK
is-
Tavern, I think. Or no, not
Something.
TK. So it's 2 letters.
Yeah, it's supposed to be nice. I don't know. I've never been in. But
Yeah.
It's supposed to be nice.
I don't want to get bed bugs, so I avoid that.
Yeah.
First 2 movies are great. Third one, not so much.
Third one, or the second movie, I still can't hear like a door, like a buzzer for a door, without like going Raph, or it's like it's like Raph, because it's what's his name, Keto, whatever his name is, like banging the buzzer constantly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you.
And anytime it says it's too quiet, I can't go. It's
A little too
too
quiet.
quiet, and then
Yeah.
too Raph.
Yeah. I feel like the third one gets it tried something different. The game came out, Turtles in Time, and they threw that out there. It was also the first time that they had gone with new costumes. So they look different. The turtles look different too. They had a more dare I say reptilian look to them, and I don't know if the puppetry was cheaper or not, but it still looked fine.
It wasn't the Hensons that made the third one, so that's the
Yeah.
big difference.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it
Creature
still
shop,
looked
yeah.
fine, to me when I was younger. But the big thing that I enjoyed about the third one was Casey Jones was back. Like, they'd gotten rid of him on the second one because they thought he was too violent, and they didn't want to have that violence. That's why he doesn't really do anything in the third one. But at least they brought him back into the fold, into the turtle world, which I very much appreciated. So I was just happy for that. And, I thought it was an interesting concept, the whole story, with them being thrown back in time and stuck in between this kind of a war that really didn't need to happen. It's shocking. But yeah, it was fun. I
What
didn't
do you
hate
got?
it.
What do you got, Donald? What's your next one?
Was there ever a crossover event in comics with Team NT and X-Men or New Teen Titans? The Turtles have never, to my knowledge, crossed over with the X-Men or the Titans, but the X-Men and the Titans have definitely crossed over. The Daredevil's crossed over with the X-Men. I don't think Daredevil's ever crossed over with the Titans. The Turtles have crossed over. They've had Cerebus, I believe. They've crossed over with at one point. Flaming Carrot was another one. They did a Flaming Carrot crossover. That was a deep cut on that one. Cerebus, I'm not 100% on. They crossed over with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They've crossed over with Godzilla. They've crossed over with Stranger Things.
Street Fighter.
The Turtles, yeah, they did a Street Fighter one too, didn't they?
And 2 Batmans.
Yeah, and then they did Batman as well. So they've been getting around a little more, which is good for them and good for IDW, which currently holds the rights to the Turtles, and they are milking that cash cow out of near bankruptcy. I think is what they're doing. They're milking it out of there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In
But
carpal
anyway.
tunnel, they're marking it so they're milking it so hard.
Yeah, probably. Let's see what I got here. Let me bring up one.
I was trying to find you the picture of the costumes from the Turtles. They auctioned those off like a year or two ago, and they're really sad to see how dry rotted they are. They look
Oh, I heard
like
about that.
a zombie version of them.
I have heard about that. It's kind of creepy. Eyeballs like hanging out and shit.
Jaws rotted.
This is a little known film that came out back in 1982. Actually, it was an animated film called Flight of Dragons. The setting, it's like a medieval fantasy world where the Green Wizard Coriolanus notices magic is fading from the world due to humans relying more on machines and computers and stuff, and they're less inclined to be amazed by simple wizardry. So it's kind of a story of a Boston writer who travels back in time to an age of dragons and wizards and knights where science is barely known, and he tries to equate the science of what he knows. Is he's the writer, his name's Peter Dickinson, and played by John Ritter, the voice of John Ritter, by the way. And he gets pulled back in time in order to help bring magic back to the world and wonderment, but also kind of to bring that back upon himself also. So it's an interesting story. There's a bad guy, Omadon, who's the evil wizard, and he wants to take all of what's left of the magic of the world and own it for himself. Of course, you always get the bad guy that just wants to be selfish and own everything, and that is Omadon, which is played by James Earl Jones. It's a great little film. It is, the animation is definitely from that time. So you get that kind of almost like Hobbit, Lord of the Rings kind of nostalgic feel without the rotoscopy kind of style. But I remember watching this quite a bit, and now even, and I didn't know this until probably about 10 years back that actually that writer exists. Peter Dickinson's a real writer, and he wrote a book about dragons, all about dragons. He was obsessed with dragons, so he wrote these books. And inside it has all the dragons and their backgrounds and stuff like that. And so then when they got the Flight of Dragons, they based the idea around this writer having these stories, and it's quite fascinating. And when he goes back in time, he accidentally mind melds with one of the dragons and kind of becomes one of the dragons. So then he's learning to be a dragon. So while he's being taught to be a dragon, we're kind of being taught how dragons learn to be dragons. It's just a really cool concept and a really neat idea. And yeah, I've always loved it since I was a little guy. I was like 3 or 4 when I first watched it for the first time, and I just never stopped watching it.
You know what? It's not very often that we can talk about a movie on this thing that I've actually seen. I've seen this one many times. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
I got my love for dragons from this movie.
It's the same here. My mom, she just commented, we played that show or that movie so much I knew all the lines. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does have a wizard's kind of 100%. It's a really, really good sentimental film for me, but I think just a really good film in general. In fact, my old roommate and I bonded over having a mutual love. Chris, of that. Amish is also a big, big, big fan of Flight of Dragons. So we're out there. We're just not everywhere. It's interesting that I know 2 other people in my lives that's connected through that loves that movie as much as I do. So it's a really cool feeling, to be honest. But that's it. Yeah. Flight of Dragons, if you ever get a chance to see it.
All right.
And who's next?
It's me.
It's you.
Yes, it's me, Kevin.
It's a me, a Kevin.
My next choice is a film that I personally believe is better than The Matrix. And
Don't say no more. I got the image. Boom.
Yep.
Well,
They even,
that's not hard.
they even used the same sets after this movie was finished in production in Australia, and that is Dark City. This is an underrated classic from the late 90s.
Mhm.
I mean, this is in my personal top 10 favorite films of all time. You have a guy named John. It's funny, guys. John in The Matrix, and you have John here, John Murdoch. He wakes up in a hotel bathtub, and he's suffering from amnesia. Doesn't know what's going on, and he figures there's something going on where people all of a sudden start falling asleep, except him. And then he finds these weird people who dressed in these black outfits. They're bald heads. They're called the Strangers. They have a big clock in the middle of the city that controls people's, lives essentially. So when people go to sleep, they're injected with a new type of life. So you may start out as a plumber, and then you go to sleep. You wake up, you're given a different career. You might be a doctor. So it's very fascinating. And so he's the one who's not affected by this. He's trying to get down to the mystery of what's going on. And of course, there's a lovely lady that's played by Jennifer Connelly. So they fall in love, and he's led to believe. I mean, she actually is his wife, but he's not sure was she ever really his wife. But it's a really touching story. Also, the great William Hurt. He plays an Inspector Bumstead. He's a great character.
Late great, yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland. He plays Dr. Schreiber. So he's the one who's actually working with the Strangers to keep switching people's careers and lives and personalities around. So it's an interesting mystery, especially when you get to the end, what the plot twist is. It's like, And also part of the mystery is, why is it so dark all the time?
I need to go back and revisit this, Kevin.
Yeah,
I
really
very
good.
much enjoyed it when it came out. I remember that, but I don't remember every aspect of the film now that it's been this many years.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I do need to
Gotta
go
check
back
it
and
out.
see it again. It's really good. I
Yeah.
remember it being very, very good.
Kevin, I think I can't remember when I first saw it, but I want to say I think I saw it because you told me to.
Mm-hmm. I did. I gave you the recommendation.
It would make perfect sense to me if that's the reason I saw it, because we must have had a conversation about the Matrix at one point or another.
If you remember,
Because I was not a fan of the Matrix. I'm still not really. I think it's a little overrated.
yeah.
But yeah, I do recall, pretty sure I recall like having that conversation with you. It must have been you,
Yeah.
because I don't think I know anybody else who's that passionate about Dark City.
Yep, because remember, my second name tag was Dark City. Originally it was American Beauty, but then I switched to Dark City.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, it must have been you that I had the conversation with, where you're like, you know what, if you didn't like The Matrix, go watch this movie. Go, head out to Blockbuster right now. Go pick it up. You'll enjoy it. And I did. I enjoyed it very much. I don't remember everything about it. It's been so long, but yeah, I feel like I need to revisit it again too, because it's definitely one that was just more entertaining to me than The Matrix.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it was just
It's more plot heavy, like everything just served, it was cohesive, and for me, The Matrix, everything gets lost in the special effects. Like,
And this has good special effects too, especially when the city keeps transforming. So, just like when people's lives change. So let's say you're a plumber, you're living in an apartment or something, and all of a sudden when you wake up, your whole area gets turned into a mansion. So like you saw, like this morphing technology was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. So yeah, to me, this is an underrated film. I always preach to people about this. You gotta check out this movie. I think you would like it. And most people, when they watch it, they say, "Yeah, Kevin, you know what? Thank you for the recommendation. That was a pretty good movie." Like, you're welcome. So yes, if you haven't seen Dark City, please check it out. And yes, that's a good thing, Sean McGean. Yes, indeed.
right in the gospel.
Visually, it makes so much more sense to me now too. It's the same director as the original Crow.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, Alex Proyas.
Alex Proyas.
Proyas, whatever his name. He also did iRobot with Will Smith.
I try to use the trick from this movie on my wife all the time. I always say, "Sleep now."
Oh yeah,
It doesn't work. Nice try, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, who's up next? We'll go throw out some more here.
It's back to Bonnie.
Okay.
Okay. I'm probably gonna get crap for this one, but it's okay. It's a very short discussion. But I'm gonna go with Ewoks in the Battle for Endor.
Wait, that was on your list?
That was on my list.
I don't remember
Did
seeing
you not
that.
pull it?
Nope. But we'll just go with a picture of Star Wars people.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
I mean, we could just say Star Wars as a whole. But,
Hey, I like the
yeah,
Battle for Endor, Bonnie. I'm not gonna
I
give you
love
shit.
it. Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty sure that that was my introduction to Star Wars because Jedi came out the same year that I was born. So obviously, it wasn't exactly around for the beginnings of it, but yeah, around the time that Battle for Endor was on TV, and it was probably my grandma who recorded it for me and my brother. I must have been like 3, maybe 3. Yeah, probably about 3 when that was on TV. And so that was just prime viewing for me. And I watched our tape of that over and over and over and over again. Um, I was completely enamored with it. And then when I was old enough to transition into the actual Star Wars movies, I mean, that was the gateway for me, you know. Um, I think my parents actually had me watch Jedi first because that's the one that had the Ewoks. So yeah, it just set the tone for me. It might be why Jedi is my favorite of the original. But
It's yeah, I think it's my favorite too.
yeah, I enjoy it so much. It's a good kids movie. You know, is it the greatest? Absolutely not. Caravan of Courage, which came out before Battle for Endor, that one is terrible. I don't remember watching. I think I remember
Oh, I
watching
like
it
that
maybe
one too.
once.
Yeah,
I didn't care for it. Now
I like that
watching
one.
it back as an adult, not having seen it as many times as I had Endor. Oh man, yeah. Caravan of Courage, terrible. Endor is way better.
Yeah, so it
But
is a better film.
yeah, it's fun. And I love it.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about the entire Star Wars saga, really. I
Well,
enjoy every bit of it, including the prequels. I know that's controversial these days, but yeah, I love it. I feel like there's a stage in my life where Star Wars has been very, very relevant. You know, those early years with the original trilogy and Endor and everything, because I was so young. And then in high school, I remember when episode 1 and everything started coming out, and that was a really big deal for my friend group then. And being at ArcLight when
Revenge of
episode
the
3
Sith.
came out,
It was
and
awesome.
we had it in the dome. Yeah,
It was awesome.
that was incredible. Like that was
terrible
such a
photo,
huge
by the
like
way.
milestone marker moment for me in my young adult life.
Taking that down.
So
This is not happening maybe once in your lives, guys. So write this down. I agree with the Seans. Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow is an excellent film. I loved it when it came out. I loved all the tie-ins that they did where they brought out like little DVD ROMs that came in with the comic books and stuff that you could get. It was DC Comics, I believe, had them. I remember one of them was like Hawkman, and it was Jeff Johns that was writing it at the time. And they had like a Sky Captain like little insert with a DVD ROM, and I was like, oh, this looks so cool. And I went and saw it, and I loved it. I thought it was great. And then like I think maybe 2 other people went, and that was it because it just did horribly bad. It's like it shit the bed so hard. But it was a great concept and a great idea, and I wish it would have done well because we could have gotten more Sky Captain stories. You know, Sky Captain in the World Tomorrow, Sky Captain in, you know, the Underground Lair, Sky Captain in, you know, the Mud Brothers. I don't know, whatever. You know, Sky Captain's going to go kick some ass doing something else. I just love that idea. I just thought it was so cool. Dr. Cool Mermaid says Natalie Portman is 40, pregnant with her 3rd child and at 44 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Good
good
for
for
That's
her.
that's something.
Yeah, good for her. Good for her. Good for her. All right, who's up next?
It is Brian.
Brian, let's go. What you got?
Nightmare Before Christmas. That's one that we have to watch multiple times every year. 2 holidays out of the year, we fire that up. We've worn through multiple DVDs and VHS copies of that. It's definitely one of my family's favorite films.
They played every year at the El Cap in Hollywood, at
Mhm.
the El Capitan Theater on Hollywood Boulevard. And they usually start it at Halloween and they'll play it all the way through into Christmas. So you can, at one point in time, you can almost always catch A Nightmare Before Christmas between Halloween, right before Halloween, and just after Christmas, which I always thought was really cool.
And they do it in 4D as well.
Yes,
which is
yes, they
really
do the.
fun.
I was there for the 4D experience. Yeah, where
Mhm.
they like the streamers fall from the ceiling and it snows in
Yeah.
some points and stuff. A lot of fun when they do that kind of stuff. I really like that.
Flashing lights and everything. Yeah,
Did
it's
I
really immersive.
did I tell you I inadvertently went to a princess party because I wanted to see Sleeping Beauty on the big screen. I'd never seen it before on the big screen, and they were playing it at El Cap, and it was like in the middle of the afternoon at some point, and it was one of those immersive experiences. But it was a dress as your favorite princess day, and I did not know. So I'm there in the theater surrounded by like all these little girls and their moms and dads, and they're all dressed up like princesses, and I'm sitting in a seat by myself in like the center row in the middle, just like as crunched down as small as possible. Most awkward situation to be in. It was a princess party at the El
That's
Cap.
amazing.
The freaking glitter, like glitter confetti, fell from the ceiling, and I was like, God, this is never coming off. It's like,
You're walking to your seat. Excuse me, not a pedo. Excuse me, not a pedo.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
boy.
here for your child. Just here for the movie. Just here for the movie. Pardon me.
And the
I love-
popcorn
I
bucket.
love Sleeping Beauty. Not because she's asleep. I love the film. I've loved it since I was a kid.
Professor, what you got?
Let's talk about the movie of the Facing and the Off.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Yeah, why not? Face Off.
Yeah,
Ah,
Face Off,
yes.
I want to take
Yeah.
you to
John
space.
John Woo classic.
Yeah, so I brought this one up because it's very nostalgic to me. First of all, it's an awesome movie.
Me too.
But second of all, my dad never took us to the movie theater, like ever. But we happened to have a tornado that flew over our house. We didn't have power. My mom was out of town visiting her sister in Virginia, and my dad didn't know what to do, so he took my brother and I to KFC, and then it took us to see this movie. So it was three things. First, it was the first R-rated movie I ever saw in the theater. Two, it was a movie that made me forget a tornado flew over my freaking house. And three, it was the only movie I ever watched in the movie theater with my dad.
Did he enjoy it?
Yeah, that's special.
He did enjoy it, yeah.
We gave you a pickup line you can use for the rest of your life too. You still say I could eat a peach for hours, right?
I've never said that.
You gotta do it with his voice though. Yeah.
Not it.
Yeah, so this came out in high school for me, and man, me and my best friend, this was a sleepover blockbuster rental for us, because she was the Nicolas Cage fan and I was the John Travolta fan, so this was the perfect movie for us to watch together. Yeah, so much fun. Love this movie.
Okay, we got a new poll that just popped up. We have which actor is the king of nostalgic films? You have 4 choices you could choose from. Good luck. I
we
don't
don't
know.
get to vote.
I don't know. I mean, you could, I guess.
I'm voting. I don't care. I say Tom Hanks.
I see. There you go.
Oh, Harrison Ford so far is in the lead.
It was a
I
decisive
mean,
100%
Harrison Ford's
so
a good
far.
choice, but I'm gonna go with Tom Hanks. He's got a very, very vast catalog of works,
I don't know. I think
and
I'd
it
have to go
runs
with
the gamut. I mean, he's done comedies, he's done dramas,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's done everything. There's a little bit of
Yeah. I think
You have
so
to
many
hit
of his
the
movies
number,
are on
Mermaid.
my list.
if you type it in like that, see. So I just did. Can we enlarge the list? I don't think so. I don't think it goes any larger. I'm sorry, guys. There. Is that? Can anybody see that? Is it larger? Probably not. It's
No.
larger for me.
Same size.
Yeah, that literally did
You're
nothing for
pulling a
anybody but
Wazowski
myself.
on
was
Chris
huge.
in half.
Yeah, but number 1 is Harrison Ford. Number 2, Tom Hanks. Number 3, Clint Eastwood. And number 4, Humphrey Bogart. For those of you that are in deep nostalgia. Deep nostalgia. All right, so we're going to remove Face Off from the image there.
So it's you're up, Donald.
Okay, that is me. All right.
Poor Chris got pulled.
Still pulled.
Whatever.
Okay, mine's a little different. It's a 1987 horror comedy by Scott Valentine. None other than Scott Valentine. We all knew and loved him, watching him in what was it? It was Facts of Life, I want to say. And he transitioned from teenage heartthrob in a TV series, tried to anyway, into film, and this was one of his first large attempts, and it was one hell of an epic swing and a miss, and boy do I love him for it. And let me tell you what, I've met the man. He's such a good sport about it. Hell of a nice guy. Really, really fun to talk to. He probably would have gone out for drinks with me afterwards, but he was doing a signing event at one of those places in Burbank. I can't remember. Dark Delicacies. It was Dark Delicacies, which no longer exists, sadly. The owners retired, but they used to have some really good signings back in the day, and this was one of them. But Denny is is the lead actor in this, played by Michelle Little, and she's the shared co-lead on there with Scott Valentine, or second lead, I guess you could say. She has bad luck in meeting the right men. She meets Kaz, a homeless street musician, and thinks she may have found the one. Yes, because whenever you meet a homeless street musician, that's always the one. However, little does she know about a curse that turns him into a demon when he is aroused. Yes, that is the story. Yes, my parents let me watch it back when it came out in 1987. I was 8 years old, watching a horny demon try to woo a woman. That is so nostalgic for me, because I did not think about that when I was a kid, about, oh, this demon's getting aroused. That's why, that wasn't the point at all in my head. It was just that, there was this cool character, played by Scott Valentine, who was a musician, and occasionally when he'd start kissing this girl and stuff because he liked her, he would turn into this demonic monster. And it was this curse that he has, and that explains a lot of things. All right, Dr. Coleman, yeah. Harrison Ford is still killing it with Shrinking, by the way, and he said that's his favorite thing he's ever done. I believe is what he said. I mean, above all else, he said he has found something that provides him with an actual purpose in acting, and I think that's cool. That it took, not that it took this long, but that he's found something like that, But yeah, I mean, Harrison Ford's a great nostalgic choice as well, for sure. But yeah, that's just one of mine. And if you guys ever get a chance to find it, they do have it available on DVD, and it is still available on VHS. I have both here somewhere. Sadly, when I went to go visit him to see him, I could not find my VHS tape, and I ended up having him sign the DVD instead. But it would have been so cool to have that vintage VHS tape signed by him. But maybe another time when I meet up with him, I'm sure he'll do something, another signing or something. And I think he signed I don't even think he signed this movie for me at all. I couldn't find the DVD either. I think I couldn't find him both. He signed Dead Time Stories, which was a version of Bedtime Story, which is terrible, by the way. If you watch it, it's like Night of the not Night of the Creeps, like the Creep Show kind of a esque thing. or it's an anthology, but it's just not really well done, unfortunately. Not at all. But there we go. My Demon Lover, if you get a chance to watch it. I recommend it. It's silly.
All right. My next choice is a classic movie that this year's the 50th anniversary of, Network.
Hey, there it is, Kevin. Got you.
Yeah, thank you. One of my, also in my personal top 10 favorite movies of all time. This movie is way ahead of its time. It basically predicted reality television getting ratings at all costs, no matter what. Basically,
I don't think I've ever seen this.
Oh, it's good. I think you would enjoy this. I think Howard loves this movie too. When they were talking about movies, Peter
I don't think I've
Finch.
never seen it either.
Oh yeah, you gotta check it out. It's really good. The gentleman you see in that picture, the actor's name's Peter Finch. He plays a character named Howard Beale, and he has a his news program. He finds out that they're gonna fire him in 2 weeks. He's like, look, you know what? You're done. So, feeling that he has nothing to lose, he goes on his next broadcast and says, you know what? Next week, I'm going to kill myself in front of you on national television. So, the network's freaking out, but all of a sudden the ratings start going up. People are sick. They kind of want to see this. So he gets on, he goes on a rant, and he has the famous line, "I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore." So he goes off on that. He starts preaching sermons about, just telling how he feels. Like, hey, I don't have to lose. I'm letting you know how I really feel about things, about how this country is, how things are going. All of a sudden, the ratings skyrocket. He goes from at the dumps to like the top show in the entire country. So all of a sudden, they start retooling the show around him, the Howard Beale show. So they just let him go and just rant and rave. He get up there and preach his sermon, and people will be like, yeah, I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. So he's doing his thing, and then eventually the company that owns his network, they want to sell to a Saudi conglomerate so they can get more money. And all of a sudden he starts preaching against that. So now there's a little conflict of interest. So the executive who runs things like, hey, you need to get in line and preach the message that we want you to preach. So of course he does it, and things kind of go a certain direction, and you got to see how things play out in the end. But it has a great cast. It has Faye Dunaway, William Holden, Peter Finch, Robert Duvall, Ned Beatty. It won Best Screenplay, if I recall, for that year from Patty Chafayefsky, because it's basically considered a satirical dark comedy. But to me, it's one of the best movies ever made. Matter of fact, Lance Henriksen had a small part in this movie, interestingly enough. It's like one of his first films. So yeah. So check it out. This is a classic movie. I think you would like it because, again, it really predicts the times we're living in.
Yay! Maybe I'll watch it when I'm a little less incised with everything. I don't know, but you're probably right. Yeah, I would imagine. It sounds like it, certainly. Sounds good. Actually, I might have to check it out. My problem is I'll shut off the show and I'll be like, what was that? And I write stuff down, don't get me wrong. But then I end up with like this, you know what I mean? Like a cluster of Post-its.
Of choices, picks.
Yeah, exactly. Like all kinds of things, like notes and stuff of things that I wanted to check out or whatever. But yeah. Okay, so I think we're gonna leave it on Network. That's where we're gonna call it, guys. There's so many more. I'm gonna I don't know if you guys remember everything you had listed. Okay,
I do. Go ahead, Bonnie.
I have it in front of me.
So Bonnie, why don't you go ahead? Kevin, you go ahead, and then Chris and Brian, if you guys don't remember, I can help as well.
I have one left, so I remember.
Well,
Okay,
do you want to
cool.
take it away then?
Go for it. Let's go.
Me?
Just name
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Just name
You
the
only have
film.
one.
It's Birdman. My last one was Birdman because I was in it.
Okay, there we go.
Birdman.
Oh, nice.
All right,
Okay.
Bonnie.
A League of Their Own, Back to the Future trilogy, of course, Karate Kid trilogy, Home Alone. That was the first movie I saw in the theaters without my parents. Lord of the Rings trilogy, Twilight Saga, Father of the Bride, Pretty in Pink, Stand By Me.
All right. Me, Naked Gun trilogy, or actually all four movies for that matter. I love them all. Desperado, Coming to America, Nightmare on Elm Street, Transformers the movie, Amistad, Glory, Ghostbusters, the Scream movies, Wicker Man, and THX 1138. Oh, and Neverending Story. Love Neverending Story.
Brian?
What dreams may come. Anytime I feel that I think I'm a sociopath, I watch that film and it destroys my soul.
Oh my God.
You also had E.T., Evil Dead 2, Labyrinth, and House of a Thousand Corpses was on your list.
Yep.
I had Batman, the original 89, Blue Beetle from 2023, Dark Crystal, Ghostbusters, Great Outdoors, Jurassic Park, Lord of the Rings, Romancing the Stone, of course, Sleeping Beauty, Star Wars, Stay Tuned, The Ghost and Mr. Chicken, The Phantom, and the Three Amigos movie as well. So lots of films that we were planning to discuss, but we would be here 3 hours and we just don't have the time. So there's our list of others. Guys, we're gonna be out for 2 weeks. We're gonna be off the air for 2 whole weeks. We'll be back on, what day is that? What day we say?
May 11th.
May 11th. So we'll be back on May 11th. So you have 2 weeks to rest up, because May 11th is going to get nuts. Like it's gonna be crazy what we're gonna do. So May 11th, in 2 weeks we will be back on the air. So we're taking a 2-week off sabbatical, while Chris and I go and find ourselves out in the woods somewhere in the wilderness, or maybe a beach. Could be a beach involved. So I want to thank you all very, very much. Yeah, Mr. Sean, I enjoyed The Phantom too. I thought it was great. Romancing the Stone, very good. Yeah, I love that one too. Wow, first VHS you ever owned was Beverly Hills Cop. That's cool. All right, good night, Mom and Dad. Love you guys. Good night to everybody else. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. And if you are feeling thirsty,
then you must have a bittersweet, sentimental, and always longing Rumble Pie.